Hello friend, welcome to 10 Bestest, where we sift through the noise so you don't have to. I'm Brian Hart.
I'm Karen McFarland-Holman.
Today I am going to share the one app to rule them all.
And I'm going to be sharing my favorite new app. Let's get to it.
All right, I'm going to be talking about an app, and this app is called Notion. Now, I've had this kind of on my list for a long time, but I really wanted to start using it. And so if you took Evernote and Trello and Google Calendar and Dropbox and possibly every other organizational app, and it had a baby, you'd get Notion. So it is a game changer, and it is actually going to be the app that changes me from using Evernote as my note-taking app, and I have switched now to Notion. I talked about Evernote as a cool sheet in episode 77, so I've been using it. I use it for all my notes, for this show, and pretty much everything. It's my brain dump, it's the way I remember things, and Notion is just better. So you're blending much of the workflow into this all-in-one workspace. So you want a task list, they can do it. A product roadmap, no problem. A design repository, yep, they got it. It's all there, one place. So it's kind of like Lego blocks. You can take bits and pieces and then form it into your own like mega whatever you want it to do. And that's the power behind it. It can be super simple. You can customize it for anything you want. So it is so great. Karen, you talked about, I think, Kanban boards or Trello in episode 186. So it does that absolutely. Like one of the options, create a new, and it just says board, and boom, you have a Trello board. You have that whole experience. But like I said, you can connect it to a calendar, to a task list, to just a checkoff list, everything in between. And so you can make it super simple and just have that experience of that Kanban board. Which I'll have to show you a graphic. If you don't know what that is, it is a very specific thing, but it's super useful and super productive. So it has lists, notes, calendars, checklists, timelines, galleries, so many different things, and there are a plethora of YouTube productive experts that use this all the time, but also big companies like Pixar, IBM, Nike, Spotify, and Slack. Even Slack is using it. That says a lot. There's tons of free templates, and I mean tons. Definitely check out Notion.
I'm sold. I'm sold.
Well, I didn't even talk about some of the other good stuff. It's free,
my gosh.
Free for solo people. So unless you're sharing it as a business, it is 100% free.
Wow.
Yeah, crazy. Like they just released a bunch of more stuff so it's like more of it's free. Because it used to be like part of it free, but it was pretty watered down. And now it's like, if you're just doing it as a solo organization tool, it is completely free. What else is in it I didn't even get to talk about? Oh, it's cross-platform.
That's great.
So your phone, whether it's a Google phone or an iPhone, whether you have a PC or a Mac, or all of them. Let's say you have, for some reason, not many people have phones, but I do have a PC at work and a Mac at home. And boom, 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 sync automatic. You can watch it sync as you're typing. It's kind of like the Google Sheets or something like that, where it's just like bap, 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 like really quickly, almost in real time. It's amazing. It is and Mark, I will give a shout out to Mark Green. He told me about this a long time ago.
Oh, wow.
He's been trying to integrate it into our River City workflow.
Okay.
He got a pro account because that way you can share it with multiple people, multiple accounts, assign it and do things like that. But I was like, everybody was, because it's one more thing. You have to learn the system. It does take a while. You do have to take some investment, and it can seem overwhelming at first.
Yeah.
But once you kind of get the flow, just go slow, like I said, there are so many videos online of how to use it. Just go bit by bit, and don't waste your time. Don't just do it because it's the new hottest thing. You do want to make sure that it works for you, and you're eventually going to get to the point, once you know how to use it, that it will save you time versus having to learn a whole new system. I totally get that. It's overwhelming sometimes, but I think it's worth it. This one is
it sounds like it.
Amazing. Just amazing.
Yeah, like I said, I'm sold, but now you told me it's free, so what am I? I'm convinced.
Well, good. You can definitely check it out on our show notes. I'll have links to a couple of my favorite videos and actually YouTubers that just specialize in Notion. That's their thing. They have a whole channel based on just using Notion.
Oh, nice.
That's how wild it is out there in the online world, but I'll give you a link to Notion, to some good videos, where to get started. So hopefully it isn't quite as intimidating, but check that out on our show notes at 10bestest.com/squidgame.
Excellent.
And check all that out.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
My cool sheet is an app. This is called Daylio. Part of creating a habit and understanding yourself better is to have awareness. But sometimes the days float by, and at least I have selective memories of what the past week was like, what the past month was like. And this app has helped me really monitor what is going on in my life. The app isn't complicated, but I think that's why it's working for my son, who then passed it on to me, and it's working for me as well. It's an app that allows for super fast monitoring and logging of your days. You can create a daily entry in 2 taps virtually. First, picking a mood for that day, and then log the activities that you did. The app then takes the data to display your stats via charts and correlations. You can also use it for more structured monitoring, such as creating and following your progress towards your goals. You can also have a journal that is locked with a pin, if that's important to you, that's separate from your phone's pin. An overview of Daylio's features that I enjoy are that there's a big database of beautiful icons for custom activities, how you can mix and match your own moods that use unique emojis. There's exploring interesting monthly or yearly statistics created from your logs. There's using it for motivation by creating daily, weekly, or monthly goals. You can also build habits and collect achievements. And if you want, I haven't done this, but sharing statistics with your friends, and there can be reminders. And you can even export the data as a file document so that you can analyze it if you want to. There are other customizables that just make it more nice to use. This app has been really helpful for us to monitor and understand the grief we've been experiencing over the past 6 weeks since our dear, sweet best friend and family pet Griffin passed away. And we have both appreciated how this app has helped us. So thank you to Daylio.
This sounds really cool. So it's a little more than just a journal app, which I thought.
It really
I was kind of
is,
thinking this is a journal app, and I was like, you know, at the same time intrigued because I love apps and I love new things. But then I was like, another journaling app? Like,
right.
I can't do. Kind of like Notion. I was at first for a long time. I was like, I can't do another one. Like,
yes,
I gotta stick with what I know. And I do really am starting to use Day One every day, which is a form of cool sheet. But this sounds cool. And you know, reminds me a lot about mindfulness.
Yes,
You're
exactly.
recognizing your state, essentially.
Yes.
So I love how they've incorporated that without meditation or really even calling it mindfulness, but that is certainly what it's doing. And of course, that's very much backed by science and experts around the world of how good that is for you. So this sounds really cool. I'm gonna have to check it out.
Yeah, and it has made me pause and journal a little bit. I keep it really short in there.
Yeah.
I didn't think I would do that, but it's like I'm already choosing these other things, and I just make a few little notes.
Right,
and really nice.
And that's a great little stepping stone to start journaling.
Yes,
or a different kind of journaling. But it can say a lot, right? And then once you reflect and look back, it's really helpful. I think, for sure. So, is it a free app or is it?
It's
cost a lot of money?
It's free.
There you go.
You can, of course, you can do the upgrade to the professional, but yeah, it does everything I want with just the free.
So cool. That's great. Well, thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Thank you for joining us, friend. I'm Brian Hart.
I'm Karen McFarland Holman.
Let us know in the comments, what is your main note-taking app?
And tell us in the comments below, what's your favorite daily app?
If you're enjoying the show, just give us a little like and share it with a friend.
Stay tuned tomorrow for another show.
And don't forget to stay curious.